You know, your family's first RV vacation shouldn't be stressful. So let me show you the RV that'll make sure that doesn't happen. Hey, what's up? It's Chris Young. Welcome to the Jayco Jay Flight SLX. This is the 261 BHS. This family coach can accommodate up to 10 people, comes in at 30 feet 4 inches and roughly 5,800 pounds dry. Now, what's unique about this coach is it's lightweight, it's sturdy, but it's Jayco. So you're going to get some awesome quality in the construction. More importantly, you're going to get some features that you're absolutely going to appreciate, especially if this is your first RV. We're going to start right back here in the rear camp corner because you got your bunks in the back, kitchen, living area, midship, and in the front, you got a privacy bedroom with a walk-around bed. Got to tell you, those are all nice touches, especially for your first RV. Now, these double over double bunk, and you'll notice USB-C and A charging, mushroom light there, as well as emergency exit, and some pretty good little storage. But the thing that I like about what they did with this coach, when you're talking about what they call the standard double over style type RV, your bathroom is usually sectioned against the bunks. But if the door is closed, somebody needs to wash their hands, brush their teeth, get ready for bed, whatever, the sink is pretty much inaccessible. So having this area right here where I can wash my hands, brush my teeth while somebody is using the bathroom, maybe they're standing inside the shower surround with the overhead shower handle there with the matte black. Maybe they're looking up at the beautiful skylight here, or they're just getting dressed, or even worse, they're playing with the tankless water heater. Ernie, stop it. Leave it alone. Quit cutting the temperature up. You're able to do hand washing, brush your teeth, the whole nine out there without messing up anybody in here. Chris, what's the seating look like? How much space do I have on the toilet? Well, let me show you. Now I'm 6'2", 220 pounds. So how's it fit? Well, let's see. Hang on, Dan. I'm going to shut the door. Okay. So I'm swinging my arms, even though you can't see it. And I am fine. I am not cramped. More importantly, if I did need some privacy to maybe get dressed or, do whatever, I easily could do that in here. But I just like how I now have a separation of space between the bathroom and the sink area so that if somebody does need to use it, they can without disrupting me and vice versa. Now, what about those camp cooked meals? Where are you going to make them and how's that going to look? Let me show you. A pretty good space. I mean, when you're talking about being able to sleep, let's go. Let's count it. 2, 4. I'm going to say the dinette and the jackknife sofa here can sleep 1 each. 2, 4, 6, 8. But if you're okay spooning or you got the smaller kids, you can absolutely fit 2 on here. Just know that it might be a little tight because this is what it looks like as an adult on here. Now, as you can see, I'm curled up, but this is kind of how I sleep anyway. So if you got a partner that's small, might not be the most comfortable thing, but the thing that I like about what they did is the cushions are plush, they're comfortable, they're overstuffed, and the fabric that they're made out of feels more upscale and upgraded than what I'm used to inside of RVs. It almost feels like microfiber. The microfiber cloths? That's really what it feels like. They even gave you some storage underneath there, and you do have some storage underneath both sides of your booth dinette. But this is pretty much how thick these cushions are. Not bad, but just like with the bunks, I would get mattress toppers for both. Sure, the bunks are plush and comfortable too. They're like 4 inches thick, but they might retain some heat. So if you sleep hot, I would definitely get something to raise your body up off of there a little bit. Egg crate, something like that would be great. But for your jackknife sofa, good spot for you and the loved one to reconnect, sit, chill out. You got the fold down cup holder, armrest right there. Got the nice big panoramic windows with the pleated shades, the wood valance, the LED lights. And then I could easily fit 4 people inside this booth dinette right here. So if it's you, the small kids, picture yourself sitting here. I don't know, maybe you just came back from the beach, the mountains, the lake, whatever. Now the kids are eating that grilled cheese sandwich, the hot dogs, whatever you're going to make them. Maybe they're drawing, maybe they're playing board games. Hey, you remember that beautiful shell you got at the beach? Draw me a picture of it. You're creating those memories that at the moment that you're doing them, you don't realize it. But years later, you're like, wow, that was awesome. That's when you know that your investment has really given you the return. It's not so much about the money as it is the experiences. That's why I love RVs. And imagine you and your family sitting here. Little Timmy's got to charge his cell phone. You got a USB-C and a port right there. You want to grab yourself a nice cold drink? You got a 12-volt, 10.7 cubic foot fridge freezer combo right here. What's cool about this, unlike the old models where you had the gas absorption fridges, you can run this while going down the road. And with it being 10.7 cubic feet, that's pretty good space, especially for those long weekends. Your pantry storage space, pretty good too. Adjustable shelves, double as a ward thanks to the ward bar right there. And I got the ivory shaker style cabinets all the way around with the matte black pulls and the hideaway hinges. That to me is a calling card of a manufacturer that says, hey, we're going to give you some quality, because they didn't have to do that. Most of the time they got those little mini metal, those little like rose gold looking hinges. I like the hideaways. They're very nice. For my kitchen, pressed surface countertop. Only thing I'm not a fan of, and it's literally just me being extremely picky, I like rounded edges versus sharp edges. And here's why. I'm goofy and I'm clumsy. And I will catch pockets. I will catch watches. I've seen kids knock their heads on that type of stuff. It's rare, but to me, it's all about the experience. So just one of those things I think about. I got a 50-50 split undermount sink, high-rise faucet, nice window here on the campsite, more storage up top. And then on my drawers, good spot for your sponge right there. All of them full extension on drawer guides. So pretty good space. More importantly, oh wow, it's a nice pot and pan drawer. I wasn't expecting that trash can spot right there. More importantly, if you're talking about sleeping that many people, look at what you have here. I could be doing dishes. Maybe I'm cooking on my 3-burner cooktop with the glass cover. Maybe I'm baking something in my 16-inch oven. If I'm doing all of this, look at all the area behind me that people have to move. That's what I like. Disrupting the flow is not fun when you're talking about camping. So if somebody needs to get to the fridge, they can do it while I'm cooking, not disrupt me, vice versa. I got a spot right here. I could put my coffee maker. I can even charge my cell phone or my tablet thanks to the USB charging port there. Then when it comes time for your entertainment, oh, that's got visibility that everybody in the coach can see. So why don't I show you that visibility? Come here. Now, moving forward of your 261 BHS, this wall here, which separates the living area from the primary bedroom, is your entertainment area. You can mount a TV here if you wanted to. You got the component shelf. You got the IRB Technologies Command Center, which is Bluetooth, also plays music inside and out. Got a spot for my shoes when everybody comes in, as well as a little bit of storage, and then some frosted glass inlay storage up top, all under a 13.5 Coleman Mach AC. This big grate right here is actually your filter. So you can change that out, make sure everything is fresh, nice and clean. You'll also see how it's ducted in the ceiling. That means I can close these quick cool dumps right here. Now I can go from just coming back from the hot beach trip, getting nice and cooled down. Chris, quit hogging the AC. Okay, boom, close it. And everything's going to be circulated through my vents up top. High slides, love the barn decor. But what I really like is the fact that they gave me a walk-around queen bed up front with pocket doors on both sides. So when the kids are getting loud, boom. If I need to get up and go to the bathroom, I'm going to get up and go this way. If my partner needs to get up and go to the bathroom, they're going to get up and go this way. I'm not going to disrupt them. They're not going to disrupt me. And I love that because once again, it's all about the experience. If you don't like camping in the RV, you're not going to want to do it. So why not make it easier to enjoy, especially when it's only 30 feet, 4 inches. So we're right there in that sweet spot for a lot of state parks too, giving me the option to sleep multiple people and get into state parks, not limiting where I can go. That's going to increase, hopefully, the happiness of that camping experience. And speaking of the bedroom, Dan, I'm going to go on this side. You come on up in here. Look at it. Got my foam mattress. I got me some strut-supported storage underneath. I got mirrored ward space on both sides, as well as a storage shelf here that is moved up high enough that if I wanted to sit up and do some reading, I'm not going to be knocking my big old head on a shelf lip, which a lot of times in this class, they're about right here. So think about that when you are looking for your next RV. Go sit on that bed, do like you do at home. Go ahead and sit, bring a book if you want to, do some reading. But I like how I got my storage. I like how I got my nightstand space for my CPAP machine, and my TV is located right over there on the off-camp wall, right next to my solar charge controller. Because your 261 BHS also does come with a solar panel on it. I like that because I can trickle charge the batteries for me. Maybe even give me some additional power if I go off grid. Only thing I'm not crazy about is the TV's over here. I'm used to seeing TV straight ahead. It's not a biggie, but I just don't want the big crick in my neck, you know? And for your tanks on this bad boy, come on over here, Danny. You'll see you got this little panel right here, right? This is where you can go to check all your tanks, check your battery. Where's my fresh tank? Where's my black? Where's my gray? As well as cut on your water pump if you're not hooked up to city water. Storage spot right there, which is a good grab and go. I could grab my backpack and go outside, which is where we're going to go right now. Here we're on the outside of the all-new Jayco Jay Flight SLX 261BHS. We're going to start right up front. Very nice camp conveniences like powered tongue jack with LED light, twin 20-pound LP tanks, as well as the battery box, all seated on an extremely sturdy frame. Now, the thing I like about what they did here is you got the diamond-plated rock guard. Not only does that look good and rugged, it also serves a purpose of as you're going down the road, that debris, the rocks, stuff like that, it's not going to damage the rest of this coach. On the side here, we're just going to step under the awning arm. You'll notice this is the aluminum sided. Now, they covered the hinges of your anti-slam luggage doors, which to me is a nice touch because they used to be just exposed metal. And the problem with exposed metal is when it gets exposed to the elements, you'll get rust. The rust streaks down my beautiful white doors, not a fan of. So having that, very nice touch. But speaking of your storage, finished off, they even continued that barn style pattern that we saw on the slide right here in the front cap. Timber core construction right there, solid built. Got the extra large awning here too with the light strip, 80% tint on my windows, stab jack for the front, stabilizer jack for the rear, steel rims on the Dexter Easy Lube axles, but those are nitro-filled tires, so don't let the looks fool you. It's still very nice to have. You'll also see your fresh tank fill right here, cable output and power, so if you want to bring the entertainment outside, maybe set up a TV, do the movie night here with the kids under the awning, that's going to be another fun time that will make those memories. The only thing I would suggest, this is the back of your furnace. Don't put a camp chair there. And don't ask me how I know. Just trust Uncle Chris on that one. So you're going to bring that camp grill, right? You got all the storage for your cooking utensils right here. Mini fridge to keep the burgers, the hot dogs, whatever you want to grill. Little prep area. Your LP Quick Connect is located right there, so you can just plug the grill in, use those main tanks. But remember what I said about that hot water heater, and with it being tankless, you can always ask your specialist at Camping World to upgrade those 20-pound tanks to 30-pound tanks. Go for it. What was it going to hurt? You got extra heat, extra hot? When's that ever been bad? All right, 4x4 sewer hose storage in the rear, spray port, back of my tankless water heater. This is a 50-amp coach. So you got your 50-amp plug right there. Backup camera prep as well as ladder prep. Now, what I like about this is if you need to get up there and check those seals, just do some regular maintenance, you can put the ladder, go up and do it. The roof is walkable. Spare tire is also mounted back here too. Another nice feature that not a lot of people give you. Come around to the off-camp side. Right here, you'll see your terminations. Now, these are your dumps, your gray tank, your black tank, external shower with hot and cold, as well as black tank flush, city water connection. Don't confuse the water hoses there. That's going to be a bad time. But if you're coming back from the beach, need to get the kids cleaned up or the dogs, bam, got it right there. Nice slide. That's housing my jackknife sofa, as well as my dinette. Right here is your other stabilizer jack. You got one on each side in the front, as well as in your rear. And this is your info panel. This is where you come to see how much does the coach really weigh. But if you bring your tow vehicle and your info to Camping World, say, hey, this is how many people I want to take camping. This is where we want to go camping. Here's what I'm towing with. We get that information. We can help you find what's right for you. But if you're a family looking for your first RV, you're thinking, we need some creature comforts of home. We want something that's sturdy. We want something that's reliable, something that's good without breaking the bank. Jayco is tough to beat. And these Jay Flight SLXs are in the sweet spot when it comes to your first RV. 30 feet, 4 inches, 5,800 pounds dry. I'm going to say sleeps 8, can sleep up to 10, depending on how big the kids are, but use your own discretion. More importantly, come check it out. Local Camping World will have them, or rv.campingworld.com. And if you picked up anything from this video, hopefully I helped you. Give me a like, a subscribe, and a notify. I'm Chris Young for Camping World. Hope you enjoyed the Jayco Jay Flight SLX 261BHS. I'll see you soon.